to this. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Talk EV. Nowadays every 2 weeks. Just happens that way, and there's not a lot going on. I hope you're all doing great. This is Let's Talk EV, a little live stream where we just talk a bit about electric cars and what's happening here on the channel and what's gonna happen. And today's topic, you've seen it. I get my first press car from Tesla this Wednesday. I get a Tesla Model 3 long range Highland, and yes, the car is not totally new and everything, but for me it's just a big step that I get a press car from Tesla, because famously Tesla doesn't give out press cars only, you know, the big gigantic ones. But so the last few years Tesla got a bit more competitors, and they have to do advertising, marketing and something like this as well. And I got the contact, who I can contact for a press car, and he said yes. And it's not, of course, Tesla is Tesla. It's not like it is with other manufacturers. So when I get a press car from a normal when I get a press car from every other car maker that I ever had, every press car I ever had, it's being brought to me. I test it, and when I'm done, it's being picked up, and it's usually the least days was the Kia EV6 GT. I think it was 2 days. There was one instant where the Skoda IV Coupe RS, the Enyaq, it came here with a driver. I had 5 hours to test it, and then he drove back. There was one time. The rest I have it for a week. Like I said, Kia EV6 GT 2 days, and usually it's two weeks. And that's enough time to get to know the car, test everything, make videos about all the stuff that's important. And of course, Tesla is Tesla. Like I said, I'm getting it for a week. No, there will be constructive feedback. I won't be mean to Tesla or anything. It's a great car, and want to show that it's a great car, but I will show also the stuff that's not amazing. And hopefully Cindy will drive it. And I'm going to, of course, compare it to Hank. And we do a comparison drive on Wednesday right away from where I have to pick it up. So Tesla is not bringing me the car. I have to pick it up in Munich, and I have to bring it back to Munich. And when you have one car at home, my ID.7, and I want to compare it to the ID.7, I cannot drive there by myself and leave the car there. I need someone to drive me there, and then with both cars we do something. So Matthias is helping me. We're driving together there, testing it. Are the doors on Tesla dealers the normal size, or do you have to crawl through it to do this? No, he was a very nice contact. Again, it was a bit different than with others, but it's fine. I got the details, when to pick it up and what's happening. I got it last Friday, so 4 days before. I get app access, but I'm not allowed to use the app before I get the car. But I have an extra password, and it's a media car, and then so I can have the app. Supercharger is for free. Every other thing is for free. I don't have to clean it, so the same as in other cars, press cars, so I'm happy about that. It was an English contract with a lot of things in there that are unusual so a press contract, but it's fine. Nothing bad. It's all cool. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, I have to go there and get it and bring it back, which is a hassle. And that's why other car manufacturers don't do that. They want you make a video about the car, present it to the world. We hope it's positive, but we don't have any influence on it. But please show it to the people. And Tesla is like, you come to us. And that's okay. I'm totally fine with it. It's like I said, it's annoying when you want to compare it to the car that you have at home. If I wouldn't do that, then I would have just leave Hank there and And that's it. But I want to do all of my normal tests and other tests and all the things that I couldn't do. Before, I had the Model 3 Highland for 4 hours, and we did a comparison to Hank where we drove an hour, and then I did a drive by myself for half an hour or an hour, but with the filming overall and all stuff and charging and everything, it just took the 4 hours. And now I have it for a week. And on the first drive, when we pick it up, Matthias and I will do a drive of 360 kilometers back. We take a detour of Nuremberg, charge at the same supercharger. I want to charge at the same charging stations. We already seen that supercharger charges the same on my ID7 than others, and I want to have Tesla Model 3. It's not a performance. It's just a normal long range all-wheel drive. Does it come with a miniature jiggling Elon bubble head for the dashboard? I doubt that. Are you reserved towards Tesla? Do you give the car a fair chance? Well, of course I give it a fair chance. I never do that. There's not one car I ever had where I got it and I said this is crap and I'm gonna say that it's crap. There has been cars that I say this is crap, but I'm not making a video and say overall this is just, it's not a good car. I'm saying it's doing this and this. If you like that this is not your car. If you are okay with this could be something for you. Example, Neo ET5 was way too sporty, but if you're into this is a sporty car for you, take it. If you like it comfortable, it's not your car. And this is what I'm going to do. So of course I'm going to be fair. I'm never ever the same the other way around. I never say that any Volkswagen is just good. That's not true at all. Volkswagen overall makes cars that I like. The style, the driving is really amazing, but if there's stuff that's not good, like I make the 5 errors, bugs, software errors, a video of my ID7, of course I do that. Why not? Where are we? Compare the Model 3 to i7. Is it relevant? Is it really the same car category? Yes, it is. First of all, I don't have any other car here. But second of all, they're both sedans, not SUVs. They're both made for long distance driving, and Model 3 has the it's everybody's saying this is the best car to do long distance traveling, and Volkswagen presented the ID7 to show that we can do it too. And of course that's a good comparison. Yes, ID7 is heavier, it's more space, it's more comfortable, it has more features. Price is not that different, but I'm gonna look at that too, but it changes every 5 seconds, and it's interesting. That's the other thing. That's why I'm doing it. But I'm gonna go through some news. There wasn't a lot of news that I have found, but we're gonna go through that quickly. First, Volkswagen has leaked through the press. I don't know if it's true. Model 3 is a lot cheaper, isn't it? Not the long-range all-wheel drive. It's not that much difference than you think. Let's look. Tesla Model 3 has different financing now. Vehicles, we need Germany, hey? Where are we? Europe, Germany, there we go. Model 3 ordering. And this one here, it's 50,000 exactly. If you don't take any other color, but nobody takes the 19-inch wheels, you get 18-inch, you get the 19-inch. And you don't have to take a color, but you should. But if you do, we are at, what is it? Where are we? I don't want thing, I want finance. Yeah, 54. And this is ID7 starts at 54. Yes, it is cheaper. I'm saying that. Leasing, not. Leasing is different, but without the autopilot. Of course, if you want autopilot, but we're gonna put that in. That's not the normal thing. But so it is, let's say, 5,000 euros difference where the ID7 is more expensive. Model 3 ID2 GTX. No, it's I think the result is gonna be great car, but no stocks make it impossible to buy. Maybe after a week I get used to it. We'll see. ID2 is leaked through the press that maybe it will come earlier. First it was said that ID2 should be presented to the press in 2025 and should come to customers in 26. But now it looks like maybe it will come in the end of 24 to the press, and then in the middle of 25 to people. So we'll see. That would be cool. And some Volkswagen already said that this is a concept. The real version should look really good. We'll see. Then from now on you can order the Cupra Tavascan. It starts at 56,210 euros, but it has a lot of stuff already in there. As you see, 2,000 euros more than the ID7. I have sat in the Tavascan, I haven't driven it yet, but it's nothing else than well, a bit of the ID4 version of Cupra. Before they only had the Cupra Born, so the ID3 version. It has the same motors, 210 kilowatt, the 250 all-wheel drive. And the interior was a bit of a problem to me. You'll see that if you haven't seen that. In the middle, it's just, there's a weird thing in the middle that blocks everything and makes the whole car, and it has no use. So yeah, that's everyone has to know what they think about it. Yes, the other thing was that I have not in here, but I clicked it away by mistake. I had no idea. The recall for every Volvo EX30. So the EX30, because of software issues, because it's possible that when you start the car, the gear does something weird. That's really weird. Leaked, I still don't think the i2 is coming out as soon as possible. It feels like Volkswagen are going to miss the market. Yes, that's bad for Volvo, of course, software issues that you have to recall it and make a little update. And there was something else. Yeah, that Europe has now has a plan, the EU, that Chinese cars get a special tax if they get imported, and it starts, I think it was at 18%, and then it goes up to 38% depending on how the manufacturer was cooperating with the EU, something like this. And also means cars that are being built in China, like the Volvo EX30 or the Cupra Tavascan here, it's built in China. And the Volvo EX30, Polestar, and of course all the brands that come from China. And yes, and I'm sure China has something in return. It's not going to be okay. Yeah, there will be a thing, but then prices in Europe will be a bit more balanced. And Volvo already said they want to build the EX30 in Belgium in the future. Not right now, it will take a bit, but that's their plan, and I'm for it. Good idea. Then the Ionity map. We look, there's still a lot of construction. Everything that's white is Ionity construction sites, so where they are still building, or they're just there, but it's not being powered yet, because it happens a lot. I told that a few, oh, you can't see, sorry. I said that a lot in Passau at a electronics store. There are EnBW charging stations, I think two 300 kilowatt and two 150 kilowatt chargers, and they are there, I would say, for a year. And before, they were covered up in a tape around them, and then half a year ago they were uncovered, so they're in the elements, but they're all red. So it doesn't work yet, and I don't know why and what's the problem, but I've heard that a lot of times there's a problem with the power distribution, and then they have to talk to them, and it's really weird. Oh, look, they're getting a charger here. Cool. Yeah, Spain is doing great. France is amazing. France is full. France is only one construction. That's awesome. Rest is amazing. Look at that Ionity network in France. And Britain is getting great. Even Ireland, Northern Ireland and Scotland. Awesome. Denmark has the main roads. Sweden is doing great. Even the thing around here, remember. East of Europe is not doing great. Poland is okay. And I think, but Czechia, I thought it was the Czech Republic. And there was one here. Did they put that down? There was one here at some point. Oh, all right. And yes, and Germany is still doing a lot here. I'm still missing a few on the way up here to Dresden. So that's weird. So here is one, but there's nothing in here, and I say it all the time. Like I'd go to Dresden every minute. I'd love to see the comparative production cost for an EX30 made in China versus one made in Europe. Can only imagine the price jump. Yeah, I would want to see that too. But I'm okay with it. Buy more and support your people. Huh? Superchargers now opened up for all EVs in Denmark, 34 cents per kilowatt hour. I don't know how the Denmark prices are. Here in Germany, that would be a great price. How is this price for in Denmark? And is this 34 cents for everyone, or do you have to be a member and pay monthly? China's huge market for premium luxury European cars, so I can see China adding tariffs to imported cars like those two. I'm sure they will do something. That's how it happens. And something else happened today. I did something that I wanted to do for 3 months, almost 3 months. I think in April. The weather has been here weird. In March, weather was amazing for a March. For everyone, that's cool. In April it was, in May it was raining all the time, and now in June it was raining. And so what I wanted to do is do Hank's range test at 130 kilometers an hour finally in warm weather, because I did my test when I got the car. In the middle of December, and it was extremely cold at that moment, minus, I don't know, 5 to minus 8 degrees or so. And on the day when I did my range test, the day after I got the car, Hank, I got 300 kilometers of range, which is not amazing, and I was disappointed. And then 2 weeks later, I did the range test again without heat, because I don't have a heat pump, and I thought maybe the normal PTC heater takes a lot of power, and I did that, and I got 340 kilometers. And so I named it Project 400 for my Patreons and YouTube members. They know it. And I always wanted to do that. I wanted to do it the last few weeks when I didn't have a press car, and everyone laughed about ID7 back then. Yes, 300 kilometers, loser. And yeah, it turns out he's not a loser. And with summer tires now and no heat needed and no AC, I did my range test today. I'm not telling you what's going on. My members and Patreon supporters already know. You're gonna hear it when I release the video. But it has been good. And the most important thing was, for me, for the car, was, can I get 400 kilometers of range at 130? That was a number I wanted to achieve. By the way, the BMW i7 with a 105 kilowatt hour battery achieved this in February or March, so when it was not warm, but it's also a time trick to heat up with the car turned off. Huh? Trick is to heat up with car turned off. Yeah, but you still need heat when you drive. Way too cold. And yeah, and for me it was, can it do 400 kilometers? I calculated that the route today, I drove a route of 351 kilometers. And when I start with 100 kilometers, 100% state of charge, I had to arrive with 13% to be above 400 kilometers of range. And I also calculated my average consumption has to be under 185 watt hours per kilometer. That's pretty low, and so I was a bit scared. Then last week I thought, ooh, it could be okay, but then on Sunday morning I looked at the weather and it said it's gonna be raining, and raining, of course, rain is horrible for. So it does not show the driving consumption. I don't know what you mean. Tesla will be hit by full 38% tariff for Chinese-made EVs on 4th of July. It will have eventual tariff about 4 months. So far, additional tariffs have been 13 to 38. See, he knows everything. And I'm sure he's right. I saw the news. I didn't put down the numbers. And so 185 watt-hours per kilometer is pretty low. And I was scared that it's going to be very, very... maybe not. And I did the test and woohoo. So you'll see if it did it. I have an idea. A small stove in a car to heat it with coal or wood would make a nice atmosphere as well. Yeah, and smoky. It's cute. Yeah, but I can say this, it's a big difference from winter to summer. Yes, heat and cold weather and winter tires. I don't think the winter tires have such a big thing. But it's a big impact, and yes, you'll see the video this week. I will edit it, I don't know, hopefully soon. I can't edit, I can edit today and tomorrow. On Tuesday we are at a concert in the evening, metal, and Wednesday I get Model 3, so during the day I'm just filming. Pre-departure air conditioning while still charging, I assume they mean, yes, I did that. But no, I didn't need AC and heat today at all. It was 20 to 24 degrees, and the 24 was for a few minutes. It was mostly 23, 22 degrees. It was fine in the car without AC. I had the seat ventilation on. It was fine. And even though I had thick socks, warm shoes, and long pants on with shorts, and normal shoes and thin socks, I would have been fine. I mean, wouldn't have need the seat ventilation then as well. But the AC, it wasn't really needed, and I was happy with that. And this was the whole thing was for. And yes, you can look forward to that video soon. And then, of course, we'll see the Model 3 hopefully this week. Hopefully it doesn't rain. It says it's gonna rain from Thursday on for a few days. That's, of course, always bad for the consumption. And it rained today when I drove to the charger to start the range test. But it stopped when I started filming. And when I drove on, it started to rain at some point for a few minutes, but the road was never wet, so I was lucky. Yes, that was that. Then what else happened last week? Nothing else. And what's gonna happen? I already said it. Is that all part of the new battery life merch line? Yeah, Project 400, and then it will say achieved or not achieved underneath. Yeah, and then a picture of Hank with a thumbs down. Yes, yeah, that was a good test. Even though it was a lot of traffic today. That's my excuse. Then it was really a lot of traffic. I had to slow down. I don't know, every 20 kilometers or so, I had to slow down to 110 when someone was passing, and then speed up, which is, of course, is not good for consumption. So it would have been better if there wouldn't have been traffic, but it's June, and someone always has holidays, and people want to go somewhere, and then there's buses and people with caravans that drive slow, and then other people pass that don't drive fast and 130, and then you have that happens. But it's better on a Sunday where there are no trucks, where this happens every 2 seconds, and so it only happened every 20 kilometers, but many times. I think it was more often. I think this happened a lot today, especially on the north-south route. On the east-west route, when I go to Munich from Deckendorf, it's not as bad, and usually I can drive the 133 constant. But north-south, it's just everyone is going somewhere to Austria and stuff on holidays or whatever. Yes, and I experienced this, of course, a lot today. Yes. What else? After the Model 3 is here and I bring it back next Wednesday. Um, on the Tuesday, I'm getting the Volvo EX30. We just talked about it. First 2 weeks with the, I don't even remember. Is it the twin motor first or is it the all-wheel drive first? All-wheel drive first for 2 weeks and then the single motor for 2 weeks. Then I get an ID7 with 20-inch wheels where I want to do more range tests. I don't have to use Hank and I want to do comparison. Finally, I'm very happy about that. ID7 20-inch versus 19-inch because that's always a talk. And when you do it in the configurator, it is a bit of distance. And I want to look into it anyways. Why are you not working? Ah, there we are. By the way, I have to make a video about this too. The ID bus is now configurable in a German configurator with long wheelbase and with the big battery and with the new motor. I had no idea. And you can spec it up to a very high price. Today I gave it a color. The colors cost 3,000 euros. So if you get the two different colors, the normal colors are also already, I think, 1,500. That's a lot of money. And I spec'd it with the normal thing that the ID7 has as well, and a few other things that only the bus can have. And I get to 85,000 euros for the big battery, so 86 kilowatt hours. But the new 210 rear-wheel drive kilowatt motor. The GTX is not configurable yet. That's sad. Sad. Let's go. Where is my ID7? There it is. So let's see in the Pro when we get to nothing. So when I do nothing, I get to 618 kilometers. And if I take the 20-inch wheels, the same ones, I get to 566. That's 52 kilometers less. That's more than 10%, which is a lot for just 19-inch to 20-inch wheels. That's 52 kilometers less WLTP range. Wow. So you're glad to stay with the 19s. Yes, I am. I think that the 20-inch look better. But if the difference is really that much, 50 kilometers WLTP, so at 130 it could be more or still 10%, then I'm happy with the 19. Do you have the patience to drive long distances at only 120? I don't need to. If I have a car that would have such high consumption where 120 is needed because high consumption and slow charging, then yes. But on the cars that came out in the last, even an ID4 GTX in the winter, I still would drive 130 or more. And with my ID7, I could drive 150 and it's still fine. That's some pricey paint. Yeah, better get Xpeng G9. Do you think Model 3 will be manufactured in Berlin due to the new China tariffs? I have no idea if they can just change it. But if it's built that way that they can do Model Y and Model 3 at the same time, would be awesome. But it is the sport driving option. It was the normal 19-inch. Did I do it wrong? Am I a loser? As usual, 19-inch. That's 19-inch. It's not, and the 20-inch. Now I have it. You're right. You're totally right. There was the sport tires. What is with the not sporty tires? We get to 602. So that's not that much. So you get from 618, that's only 16 kilometers. God, those sporty tires take a lot of range. You're right. You're totally right. It's only 16 kilometers, which is 3%. 3% is okay for 20-inch. That's true. So which adds more range, smaller wheels or heat pump? Well, in the winter it's the heat pump. in the summer, of course, it's the wheels. They have two different, yeah. Some press cars have the sport tires. I saw it. So we'll see. I have to find out which one it is. I hope it says sport on it. Then I know. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. It's also not as comfy. I don't need sporty driving thingies. That would be bad. Hopefully not. And then I can already announce something. After the ID7 was here, I will get a press car of the ID7 Tourer. Finally, I get to drive the Tourer version of the ID7 in the beginning of August. And I'm also already on other cars right now, but nothing has been settled, because then in October, I think, or in September, end of September, I get the Kia EV9. But there are 4 weeks where there is no car and I have to get some cars in there. So I have something to film. That's how it is. Bridgestone Potenza Sport, for example. Potenza! It's good. That's good. Is there anything else? I'm gonna keep it short maybe today. First of all, nothing happened, and we already talked about everything. We're gonna do the like game in a second, and I still have to edit a video today. I think I have to do it because I only have tomorrow, and then I can't get to it. I have to maybe even edit two. I have to edit on Wednesday for one. No, I have time. I have Wednesday and Thursday for the Friday video. Then, yeah, that's okay. That is okay. Who's contacting me? Okay. So let's do a little like game, huh? You guys know how this happens, or gals? It's always funny to see the number go up. Only 11 likes right now, but we have 60 people here and 186 people were here. And they saw it and thought, that's crap, let's go away. And that's fine. And I'm gonna count down, and then we're gonna press the like, and on our phones I will do it the same, and then we see what numbers we get, because that's always fun. So let's do it all together. Everybody get their phone. I'm going to my, where are we? Let's Talk EV, there we are. I'm at the live stream. Let's press like, where are we? At the same time. 3, focus on the hand, 2, 1, and like. I pressed it. There we go. Go to a different channel and like it there as well. Like. And the other one, I have 5 channels. Do I have 5? No, 4. Unlock insider tips. What the hell is that? What is an insider tip? Never seen that. And we did this. Oh my god, so many channels. Behind the battery, we do that as well. 35. We got up to 30. I get advertising. Let's watch the advertising then. Interesting, I managed to back test drive the smart #1 #3 last weekend, and I was quite surprised by how different the calibrations were between the two cars in identical trim specs. Yeah, I felt that with the BMW iX2 as well, how different the BMW can be, which was a good spec, to a different BMW, totally different car. The #3 had a much sportier feel, but also weirdly, even with the same battery and motor, the #3 had a faster 0 to 100 time. Really? Press. Why not adjustable rear bench anymore? Yeah, it's true. I think the 3 doesn't have that, but the 2 has it, and it's really cool. It's really helpful. I can see that's a great thing. Every car should have that. It's really awesome. We're at 39. Thank you very much. That sounds good. Any questions? Anything else you want to know? Otherwise, I think I will leave today a bit early. We only did 35 minutes. I'm a loser. But I think I have to work a bit. Not that this is not work. I said it. Yeah, what else is there? I haven't been invited to. Oh, my GoPro battery died today. I mean, it still works, but I see that it's swollen. Can you focus on that? I don't know if you can see, but it's a bit swollen on the side. And it shouldn't be. And that is not a good sign if a battery starts swelling. So I have to get new ones because I have other two. This is for the GoPro 8. Even makes a sound. I have two a third party and they're really crap. And for the 11 I have good ones. Do you watch football? No, not at all. I couldn't care less. The last time I watched football was when Germany won against Argentina with that one penalty shot. When was that? 88? Something like this. A long time ago. It was the last time I watched soccer or football, as you want to call it. On Volkswagen 7, how do you activate parking brake on the gear stalk? Yes, on the side there's a P. So when the gear stalk, you put forward, it's in drive, backwards is reverse, and when you press on the side, it's in, as with every Volkswagen ID car, it's just a different stalk. On the old ID3 4, it was mounted to the cockpit, and now it's an extra stalk, and then you press it and it's in park and automatically turns on the parking brake. You cannot be in gear and turn on a parking brake, doesn't work. Not sure, to be honest. It's a feature of the #1. They don't feel they need it, I guess. Yeah, be safe and don't put it on your head. Why? What does it do on my head? I think you quite like how different the 3 feels. Also, even if I had a bit of criticism for it compared to the i3, but 200 kilowatt versus 100 felt like a sizable jump. I'm sure. Even, I mean, I only drove 2 times the Brabus edition of the #1. Power was amazing. Regen power felt weird. It was, I don't know, it's the whole thing felt like it's not finished yet. And I asked Smart for a press car many times, no reply at all. I'll ask again for the #3 because maybe this is a bit more interesting. And I looked at it in Munich in September and it looked okay, the 3. We'll see. Yep. Anything else? Other than that, then I will go prepare for tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. I work Tuesday evening, like I said, concert. Slaughter to Prevail in Regensburg, metal. And Wednesday we go to Munich and pick up the Model 3 and do a test. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I have to do videos with the Model 3. And in the ID4 with the new stocks, how do you do a single wipe of the rear window? It's a button on the side. So where is I need a picture for that or a video or something. I show you. Let me give me a second. ID4 Pro, there we have it. Review this one here. Hello to a wonderful cold. Yeah, shut up. I try to show you in my video. Yeah, Tronity advertising, and can you show the blinker? That would be awesome. Yeah, show this. Showed it. I thought I filmed it. Huh? That was the right one? The left one, maybe? Yeah. Show the gear and then show the other side. Yeah, show the other side. There it is. Yeah, I did it. So here is your wiper control, off, of course. Then the first one is low sensitivity for the rain sensor, then high sensitivity for the rain sensor, and then no rain sensor, full. Up here is the rear wiper, and it's either interval or faster, more often. And here is a button. When you press once, it does one wipe, and when you press and hold, it will spray. And the same here, when you press it all the way forward and then again forward and hold it, it will spray the rear. I hope that was good. But I did get offered the Brabus, but the regular rear-wheel drive felt good as it was. The car definitely felt like they finished with the setup this time round. Missed most of the thanks anyway. Yep, but we're done. I give a thanks to everyone who's here. Thank you very much for a little live stream on Sunday. I try to do it more on a Sunday and have it more often. Maybe I'll move it. I said that before because Sunday I always film now because range test time, and then maybe I do the live streams on a different day. But I have to ask you first in another one to see what would be a better day. Maybe on a Saturday or something, but maybe you're all busy and then no one is here, or during the week. We'll see. You all take care. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it very much. Tomorrow's gonna be a little video, and then I'm editing today and tomorrow a video for Wednesday. And then what I filmed today will be Friday's video, I guess. I think so. And then the Model 3 video come after that. And if you support the channel via channel membership here on YouTube or via Patreon, I would appreciate it very much. And you get all the information right away when I get other information about software updates and everything. You get it. And of course, what's happening with the channel and other stuff, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a good week, safe travels, enjoy the concert and the Model 3. Thank you too. The lock nut. It's great. Yes, you all take care. See you soon.